Welcome back to Grounded, people. It's me, Corknut. And let's recap last episode. Let's see, last episode we ducked under the undershed and picked up some twinkling shells using our new snazzy mining helmet, which I do have a quick way to switch that back to the Broodmother helmet. After going into the undershed, I did some exploration, finished the ball puzzle up here, if you want to go check that out. And did some basic exploration into the fire ant tunnels. I did miss a couple molars in there that I'm going to go back for. But first, we did manage to bake some mighty jewels. I think we managed to bake 5 of them? Yeah. And the rest of the twinkling shells I left here and used to make this guy. So we'll wait a couple nights and go back into the undershed. I'm not sure how long that's going to take to reset. Let's go ahead and get some more hair goo cooking here and drop off all the junk we found. And take a look at what is left. So we have a toenail. We have some supreme marble. I think we can convert the supreme marble immediately into supreme plating here. No reason to hang on to that stuff, it turns out. In fact, let's go ahead and do that for all of these because I think that'll consolidate a lot of stuff for us. And then we can drop all of these platings, etc. and sort. It looks like we have a little bit left over. I'm gonna go ahead and move these mushroom slurries out of here and put them in there. We're not cooking anything right now. Mushroom slurry we can actually turn into bricks, so we might as well go and be doing that, right? While we're not cooking anything else. It might make sense to have even more bricks if we plan on upgrading our house at all. I did get some supreme plating built finally, so we can go and fix Wendell here. I think we're missing a mant statue. We're missing a mant statue, we're missing a weevil statue. Gonna have to figure out where those are. Okay, so the mission currently is, I think I finally realized what I was doing wrong on that pipe that has been bugging me for so long. There's a molar near it. Let's drop off some of our excess junk. Let's figure out what we're going to do with these mighty jewels. Mighty jewels were probably for the Ant Queen staff. It was either Ant Queen staff, that's probably the safest bet. Ant Queen staff is level 7. Bard's bow is level 7. I think I was going to pick one, and I think it's going to be the staff. Just because, like, as a long-term range weapon, I think the staff makes more sense. It's easier to not have to worry about ammo, for one thing. Let's go ahead and Mighty Jewel it up. Level 8. Could make 10 more to get it to level 9. We might eventually do that when we get enough twinkling shells. I could also go and dupe them. Somewhere it probably tells me how many burgle bucks I have, but I'm not quite sure where to find that unless we're at an ASL terminal. So looking at our creature cards, we have 2 left. I think thanks to a hint from Odyssey, I think that's going to be the koi that we're missing there, and the infested broodmother. It is getting a little late. Let's go ahead and take a nap. And then we'll head off and do some more molar puzzles. Always nice to start fresh. Right, so what I realized about the pipe molar puzzle is that there's a little window that we can see through, which in that little window we can use bomb arrows, hopefully, to shoot the stone that we saw in there that was explosive. Or maybe I did that already, but one thing I didn't do was then go and check in the water.
Probably what bottled water is.
After blowing up that stone. So, let's go ahead and fix our water situation. Let's check for food. We have an omelet in inventory. Let's get one other thing. Not that. We're going to bring this Black Ox burger with us just because it is breaking down, and I'm going to eat that right away. And that is our final prep before we are out of here. Double check the inventory. Final prep, you say. Yep, that looks like everything we need. Let's hit it. I did upgrade the staff, so let's fix the slot that used to be in here. And checking our mutations, reset Antbassador. For some reason, Antbassador only seems to be like a mild suggestion with fire ants. And I haven't quite figured out what it is, but something I'm doing seems to turn it off. Even though the mutation is selected, the fire ants just all aggro regardless after some time. So it could be something I'm doing. It could be just that's how it's intended. I'm not sure, but it's fun to take a look. So back in this pipe, which has been a thorn in my side for ages. I've been in here so many times now, and I did just notice that there is slot there that's not full. Okay, looking at hotbar. Through this, there's a destructible rock. Let's turn on our light.
Better safe than sorry.
Down here under the water, we explored this with fin flops and a hat a long time ago, and never really noticed that there's an explodable covering right there. Somehow completely missed that. So obvious. What we have to do is blow this up. And then there's a hole. And how obvious is that? How did I miss that so many times? You don't even need fin flops or a mask or anything. It's just a hole you can swim up through. Yes! Look at that. And I'm stuck. Okay, not actually stuck, just an idiot, turns out. Around here, we are looking at a molar that has been teasing us for ages. That sturdy marble up there, and a whole bunch of quartzite. Let's bust our quartzite. Sturdy quartzite. Always a welcome sight, the quartzite. Although at this point, we're really hoping for supreme quartzite, which, hey, look at that. Supreme quartzite's friendly. And even supreme quartzite really doesn't cut it these days. What we're really hoping for is just some easier source for twinkling shells. We did collect a whole bunch of molars last episode, and I still haven't been to an ASL terminal, so let's go break this marble. And I think there's a couple others nearby that we could collect, but oh my goodness, it's going to be nice to not have that molar signal go off every time we run past here. Seems pretty clear.
Watch where you stick that nose, Weevil.
Okay. The next place was probably Jungle Ant Hill here. Which is that way. Don't get turned around. I think that Jungle Ant Hill entrance is the one right under, yes, under this guy. And let me double check. Yep, we are definitely Antbassador. I think I'm going to put these on in here because somehow that seemed to make a difference. Like not having the aphid flops. We will definitely grab an aphid for food though. Oops. Yeah, look at that. They're already mad. I guess just killing anything in there makes them mad? Possibly. See if this one gets mad if I run past him. Look, buddy. I'm Ambassador. You like a... No, look, they're all mad. Maybe he was triggered by one of his buddies. Let's just get away and try to reset that off. See if we get far enough away and reset the ants if they are still mad at us now. Yeah, they are. What the hell? Like, Ambassador clearly not working. What is it that they hate? Is it just because I'm holding the Ant Queen's staff? Is that possibly what it is? I don't know. It's just irritating. Why is it not working? Okay, well. Yep, look at that. And they're immediately aggroed regardless. You are making me mad, buddy. You know what? I'm just going to kill all the ants. I'm so sick of this. No, not really. That's a terrible idea. There are a lot of ants. What we really want to do is... it could be the lighted helmet. I didn't think of that. Let's put this on and see.
Enough to keep me safe.
Is it... They could be just like, hey, you're a firefly killer. We hate you. Nope. He still hates me. So I don't get it. It definitely seems like Ambassador here is bugged out. That for no doubt says red, black, and fire ant see is one of their own. And as far as I can tell, there's nothing that I'm doing that would turn that off. Unless... I do have the steel item mutation. Let's turn Rascal Rogue off. Rascal Rogue. No reason to have that on, right? What did I have on before? Rock Cracker. Yeah, let's keep Rock Cracker on here. We'll toggle that off and back on. But yeah, having to kill like every single ant is going to be annoying. I mean, it's annoying enough that I have to fight these stupid things. There we go. Okay, let's try again and see if anybody cares. The ants should not be attacking me. I'm peaceful. Don't have a lighted helmet. I'm going to turn it on because it's really annoying being in here without light. So let's do that. Okay. So there's at least 2 molars in here that I have been close to and not picking up. So what I'm gonna do, look at this. Are you guys gonna leave me be? Okay, so suddenly they're leaving me be, which is weird. Let's see. They're probably not gonna like this though. More quartzite is welcome. So we're going to explore through this whole place by hugging the right wall and looking for molars. There's the first one. It's getting brighter down this way. Ah! I think this one might be easy. Again, not sure how I missed that earlier. But there... Oh, and it's a mega milk molar. Very nice. So going in jungle entrance, hug the right wall, come across a breakable rock, break it, mega milk molar. Very nice. Problem solved. Let's see. This is an exit. So this exit here just goes to, yeah, the area above the plastic head. We're not going to go there. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going on a right wall hug. Because I know there's another one. And I think it's near here. Because it's definitely a jumping puzzle that I wasn't... It's that place where I gave up on the jumping puzzle. We're going to have to do that jumping puzzle. And I feel like that is definitely down this way. Do I want to steal this gum? Not really. I don't really care about your gum. Okay, there it is. Yes, and
Let's see what
pretty sure that's a molar right there. Which looks like we have to complete this jumping puzzle. So, apologies in advance. But what you're going to have to do here is bear with me as I attempt this over and over.
Putting on some more armor.
Until we finally get it. I'm going to drop a flare right here, in fact. And alley-oop. Okay. Section 1. Section 2. Hopefully. And this is the part where it gets difficult for me because there's like view obstruction here. So, yep. Bonked off the roof. Okay. First jump, no problem. Second jump, no problem, but I think I have to do it. Third one from way back here. Yes, okay. And then there's this little hook hanging out here. Oh, that I'm gonna have to get to next. Oh, and I've riled one up. Ah, you jerk. Come on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to block. I can't block with a flare in my hand. First one. Second one. Fall. Arr, okay. Frustration will mount very slowly here because I'm taking my time, concentrating, trying not to think about getting killed by ants. And definitely getting easy on those first two. Ah, this third one is a little trickier though. Sorry, it looks like there's two warriors accumulating here and they're both getting mad at me for some reason. Oh, bumped my head there, but it wasn't so bad. I don't think I can jump from over here. I think I have to do it from like way over here. I'm not frustrated. Just gonna keep trying. Gonna try to remember to block those annoying warrior ant attacks. Okay. Now this jump is frustrating. It's possible I could just jump straight that way, but it doesn't really look like it. No, I have to go there. Yep, okay. Oh, I think I was on there and then I wiggled myself off. Should have jumped again. And getting a little frustrated. So I try again. Okay, bear with me. I'm almost there. I swear this won't be that much more painful. We're gonna get this, right? I could have just cut all this stuff out and been like, yep, I found this, but I figured, you know, people who aren't that good at jumping puzzles like me might get something from seeing somebody else flail about for 15 minutes trying to do a single jumping puzzle. I don't know what I'm thinking. Look, let's just say it's harder when you're recording this for other people than it is for when you're doing it alone. There we go. Okay. This one, the key is patience. And I'm pretty sure that's the last hurdle right there. Looks so close. And it is pretty forgiving as far as like games go for 3D jumping puzzles. Like it gives you a really nice wide landing spots generally. So like it's definitely just like me being a putz here that is making this hard. And doing stuff like, oops, I've accidentally turned off my sprint right before jumping there instead of turning it on. Yep. Okay, this time I am being patient. Not gonna mess this up. Here we go. God damn it. Okay. 400th time is not the charm. I really should have been counting attempts. From now on, when I do something like this, I'm just going to start counting. Maybe I'll go back and count and put the number in the chat. Or if somebody else wants to count, let me know. I can take the embarrassment. God damn it. Why is this such a frustrating challenge for me? I don't know. It just is. It's amazing. Okay. Definitely doing something wrong on that last jump, I think. Like aiming not quite at the right space. And, you know, consistency is something you have to work on, I guess. Shield does not protect you from an attack from behind. Deep breath. Just relax. It's gonna be fine. There's no need to rush these things. That's part of the problem, is you're just always trying to rush. God damn it. Okay, yeah. Skill issue. I know. I'm skilling up. That's what you do. You keep trying. Slight variations. And that's how you learn to do different things, right? Don't just keep doing the same exact motion every time. You try to make it the same so that, you know, the next attempts will have like a basis, but oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's not screw this last one up. Yes. Okay. Well, for those of you who bore with me over that traumatizing jump experience there, thank you for watching. This has been your Mega Milk Molar moment. So that's the last ones that I know of that are down here. I'm really tempted just to go ham and kill all these ants because they're really annoying. That's the way out, so that's down to the queen. Still hugging the right wall got me in here, right? There's nothing more in here, so we need to go up now, and I think we may have got everything. I kind of feel like maybe there's a little bit left to explore, so let's just keep doing this wall hug for a little bit longer. Right hand wall hug, and see if we get like any quartzite or marble chambers or anything that we may have missed. There's a piece of marble, that's good. Okay, right wall hug got us into this area up here above this place. We're gonna stay up here. I feel like this whole place is pretty much a 2D layout. Yeah, so that's the other entrance. Like it doesn't feel like it goes back over itself, which makes it slightly easier to explore, but it's definitely way bigger than any of the other ant hills. So it's hard to feel like you've covered the whole thing. Which is why I'm trying to be more systematic here and just doing like a you know, an old maze traversing technique is just to always take the right turn at every juncture. And look at that. Alright, so we entered here. There's a whole bunch of quartz. I've had enough ants. Hopefully that didn't attract anybody. Let's go ahead and bang some of these, maybe get a little closer and hit it. Come on, really? Wait. What? I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. That was weird. Let's just smash all of the ants' marbles. That's much more satisfying than killing them, right? Stealing all their stuff. Teach them not to mock their ant-bassador. So I don't know, either the fire ant ambassador skill is just a suggestion to the fire ants. Possibly it's just not working at all. Or it's possible there's like something else in my gear that is turning it off that isn't very clear what that could be. If you know, let me know. It's also possible, I guess, that the fire ants are just like, it works on them until you get a little closer. So maybe it's just I'm still getting too close and I need to be aware of how close I'm getting to these guys. So this, if you're not familiar with the fire ant tunnels, which I am not very, this path, I believe, goes with a lawnmower. Yes, look at that. So that's it. I'm pretty sure that, like, that's an entire exploration of the fire ants. Like, I could go back in there and come back out at the jungle hill, I think is where we come out next if I keep following this right-hand wall. So let's just verify that, I guess, because we've been in here long enough. Yeah, so maybe not the best plan. Maybe just get out of here now that I think I've broken all of the molars. Because it's quite possible that I'm just lost at this point. I do feel like I'm starting to backtrack. But maybe not. Let's go up here. I think eventually we'll get back to where we started. And I don't think it's very far away. Yeah, this looks like it could be it. So there we go. Just by following right-hand walls through the entire anthill, I traversed at least one edge. It's possible there's an edge in there that I missed. And got away with a bunch of loot. Not too much damage. Let's head down to the pond and peep the koi. See if we can't get our final peep.
Things to do and people to see.
And maybe turn on. Hopefully we'll improve our trapper peeper mutation. That's what I'm looking for. I want those yoked hits or whatever it's supposed to give us. More damage, more good, more better. So I suppose we could just sail in. Maybe we can see where she is from up here. That would help.
Taking a look around.
I don't think that's her. I think that's just a reflection. So maybe the right thing to do actually is to go get some fins and come back and swim, because if we jump in there with the intent of taking a picture of a koi and I don't have swim fins on, that seems like a good recipe for failure. Plus I can drop off a bunch of junk. We are also super low or out of muscle sprouts, so it might be smart time to go and make another muscle sprout run. I'm thinking after we peep the koi, maybe the next thing to do is to start thinking about upgrading our base for the final push toward the infected brood mother. Anyway, let's head back to base and take stock of what we got. Maybe check if there's any recipes we want to make immediately. And then I do want to jump down there and try to take a peep at the koi, which somehow I missed. I've never peeped the koi for some reason.
That's not so bad.
Alright, this helmet is very bright.
Hope this is enough to keep me safe.
We have a bunch of mushrooms cooking. Let's take a look at... actually, let's pick up all these mushrooms. Let's drop all our stuff. Drop it all off. I don't think that was all of it. Yeah, there's still a whole bunch of shards. Right, let's just turn those shards into plating and whetstones, so that our piles are consolidated better. There we go. We still have a few too many brittle platings, it looks like. Luckily, I have a whole another chest over here for excess junk. So I think we're good for now. Recipes. What we're interested in at this point is upgrading the house for improved coziness. So, looking through floors, the best bet on floors, it turns out, are these burr floors, I think, which are cozier than anything else, but we're pretty much going to run out of burrs instantly if we try to do that. So stem floors are still probably the best bet, even though not quite as cozy. Curved grass walls are cute, but not cozy. Stem walls also not cozy at all. Mushroom walls also not cozy. So I guess the material that you're building out of doesn't affect it very much. That's just going to be how it looks. Mushroom stuff definitely looks cool though. Feather roofs, very pretty. Have a lot of feathers. So yeah, building a lot of this stuff is going to reduce our need for storage, because we'll use up all the stuff we have stored, so that's the thing. But it's a bit overwhelming, honestly, with all the different parts. Could make a buoyant base, that would be pretty fun. Not sure how practical it is though. And furniture. Furniture is really where coziness is going to come up, right? Like, look at this, a chimneyed pine cone roof. Boom, instant cozy. So we could probably do this pretty easily. There's a chandelier, there's a lantern. Somebody mentioned that there is something that gives me a better dew collection, like a fountain or something. Mantis fountain. Let's see. There, this doesn't say. I assume that you can make gather water from this. If somebody suggested I use this instead of dew collector. Not very cozy though. Wasp Queen ceiling fan, super cozy. Look at that. So just this one alone is going to max out our coziness. Before we do that though, we probably want to make the stuffies. Okay, so let's plan this better. I think what I'm going to do is move this house, or move the next version of this house over a little, just to give me a little room between these two things. So I think it's still going to be here, but I want to start with foundation. So the first step in foundation, we're probably going to start with pebble foundation, honestly. Which is where? Foundation. There we go. Clay is nice because we have a ton of clay to work with up here, and it's really easy to get. Pebblet also needs clay. We don't have that many, but like it might make sense to use pebble foundation for the edges and then clay for the middle. And then we'll lay a floor on top of that, hopefully. So just taking a look at how that works. Oh, that will raise this whole thing up quite a bit. Plus, we'll have like a little bit of overlap there. If I do it like that, it still sticks out. Does it stick out all the way through? Yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll start with a foundation over here. And this foundation can overhang, can overhang the edge of the rock a bit, which is nice. And what I'll do is gather the parts for this as we go. And once we have this whole foundation area complete, oh, look at that, it's getting a little low, isn't it? It's not too bad. Okay, I think that's the low spot. It'll be fine. So we'll do something like that just to decorate the edges better. Make sure we have something for the walls to stick to. Which means collecting lots and lots of pebbles, lots and lots of clay. It might seem a little weird to be making foundation on top of the rocks like this, but I think it'll end up being okay. Plus it's a good use of all our clay. So we're going to have to go collect a bunch of clay, a bunch of pebbles to get this completed. But this will be the start of our new cozy house. Really? I can't make that one because it must be hanging off of these ones. Okay. Same with that one. Okay, so all of those two must be suspended. It's not letting me make it. Okay, so we're gonna go collect clay. Before we do that, I wanted to get Fin Flops, jump down and take a look at our koi buddy. Fin Flops should be over here. There they are. Let's actually go ahead and repair those if we can. I'm thinking I don't really want to use that stuff to repair them. Maybe I can upgrade these and get to the point where we can use goo to repair them because we have plenty of plating. Plus, look at that. We get even better speed with these if we go sleek. And might as well level 9 them. So that gets us some nice fin flops. Let's go ahead and jump down there and see if we can find the koi. I think it might be wise to both bring a lantern and something to breathe with. And to start during the day. So let's go ahead and take a nap and do that tomorrow. Alright, let's go make a quick trip down, starting down at the pond. I might just sail into this end of the pond and swim across now that we have all of this good gear. Maximize our chances of finding a koi quickly. I also kind of want to look at this edge of this wall, which we've never really done. So maybe we'll do that on the way back up. Woohoo! Okay, in here we're immediately switching to
Putting on. Oh, get away from me!
underwater gear. We could break these for clay, but I think I'm gonna save our space until later. How is it that I don't see a koi in here? Kind of shocked that it's not visible. What does that mean? Means that we're way far down on this end, I think. You know, another thing I don't think we've ever really done is, supposedly there's a tunnel between the oak lab and the pond, and I don't think I've ever really followed that. Not even sure where to look. Okay, supposedly I am using fin flops, but I don't really feel like we're going that fast. 'Cause it's hard to tell. I'm so used to being fast. Still no koi. I'm totally shocked that we haven't run into that guy. Or that lady. There she is. That's got to be her way off in the distance there, right? Or does it? Wouldn't you know that there's no koi in the pond today? What? The one time we're actively going to look for it and it just decided to despawn or something. There it is. Alright. Let's get a little closer so that it's not so blurry when we peep it. Get a little closer, not dangerously close, hopefully. Yep, and look at that. We never bothered. Run away! Okay, it's not going to be a threat. We never bothered to peep the koi. What a surprise. Pond view's over that way. That fish is coming toward us awfully fast. No thank you. No thank you. Okay. I think we're going to be okay. Alright. Flip-flops, be gone. Flip-flops, fin-flop. Fin-flops, be gone. Put on a real helmet. And we no longer need an underwater torch. So there's an option to try to go into the Oak Lab and swim under and find that hole that I've been missing. That's an option. Maybe I'll do that later. What I want to do right now is check out a couple of things on the map. So we know there's a little tunnel to get through here, right? It's guarded by an orb weaver. But unexpected orcs. There's another one. Yeah, so this little fence here with the milk carton. This is that, right? So if we go through here, we're just going to be in this area. To get up there, we need to go up that wall. So that's in the mid-tier that I don't think we've ever explored that well. So I think I want to get up to the mid-tier to do what I was thinking. Although, there is a whole wall back there that I also don't think we've explored.
Aphid on the move.
So maybe that's the place to start. Let's go run along that wall and see if we get any tones from... Any tones from the scabby detection device about molars. Also just noticed that I'm very low on food and water because, as usual, I left base without eating or drinking. Thankfully, we have spent molars on reducing our food and water consumption. So generally not that big of a deal. Is there a way out on this side? I don't think I've ever tried this. No. I was hoping there was one right here. And I took the fin flops off, so this is painfully slow. Let's put those back on.
Better safe than sorry.
Do any of these turn into like a way out? That would be just fantastic. Yes. Okay. So let's run along here. Check out. Let's eat our food. Hello? Eat. Thank you.
I'd eat this normally.
Let's check out this infected place. I feel like I went by here once long ago and took care of this stuff.
Just give me a second to let my eyes adjust to that.
How's that explosion gonna do? Oh, you're resistant to explosions. Of course you are. Let's hit you with this. That's effective. That is effective. I do like it. Otherwise, we're going to use axe to make sure we get these little things. And so there's a rumor that these can drop a trinket, although I don't know what it does or if it's even valuable, so I'm not sure it's worth the time. But, you know, we'll try a few of these, see what happens. They do drop a lot of fungal growth that we can eventually use for explosives or something. Not sure what else we're going to use those for. Okay. So no indication of any scabby or molars that we missed here. That's good. Let's go a little further along the wall and then climb up. I just feel like this whole wall is too boring. I also know that we did find like a tunnel entrance around here or along this wall somewhere that led to
Keep that nose to
like
yourself.
a machine that seemed to be tracking boss kills. So I would like to like figure out where that is. Try to remember where that is so that we can go check it out. This could be it. Yep. Okay, check it out. We have slashes through all of them. So that's the Java-matic fight, I assume. That is Broodmother. That is Mantis, and that is Wasp Queen. So there's no insane Broodmother kill required to open this, it turns out. Which, insane, did I say insane Broodmother? I meant infected Broodmother, but yeah. But, might as well hit the button. See what's in here. I'm sure it's not going to be a one-way trip, right? Wow. Wow. I kind of need to turn the helmet off because it's light in here. Post-dimension shift, repeated actions across timelines. Alright, Wendell was working on something. There's a lot of raw science down there. Wait. I am confused by that. That is interesting. What is that? Some kind of toast. Thought I saw... Yeah, there we go. Remix.r repurposed. First, the bad news. It has become clear that I cannot simply pluck the smooth skin from an alternate dimension's Wendell to replace the horribly raisined sheath. I've been thumbing through the folds of every reality just to find another wrinkled Wendell, only to find him doomed to this very same fate. A sort of cursed concurrent universal parallelism. Work will need to continue to find a suitable vessel to inhabit. The good news, of course, is the Remix.r is perfectly suited for yoinking other things from this apparent loaf of adjacent dimensions. Chiefly, toast. Perfect toast. Each of the Remix.r's output modules have been modified to contain quantum superposition slots for bread. If I'm to spend the remainder of my days down here, I shall spend them without a moment wasted on anything less than perfectly charred bread. In developing unsettling news, I fear the repeated occurrence of this switcheroo is having some compounding effect on space-time in this little corner of the yard. One can't help but wonder if subtle cracks might be forming in the plasma globe, or if it's merely a trick of the light. Could they foretell an existential threat, or an invitation to the unknown? Time will tell if this phenomenon will become a tragic testament to human hubris or a mirage in the desert of our understanding. The uncertainty lingers, thick like the cartoon scent trail of immaculately toasted bread. W. Alright, so Wendell was doing something with toast, and repeated actions to one timeline are bad. Dimensional shifting is bad. All realities exist until the ding. Uh-oh. Remixer reality mixing. Donkey bad. Froze. Default perfect. Anomalies. Alright, this is definitely one of those places where they're going to be hiding something right in plain sight, and I'm going to walk past it and not see it. So let's look at everything carefully, or as carefully as Corknut can.
Better safe than sorry.
Does look like a lot of interesting experiments happening in here. Ooh, and I discovered the Remix.r. This looks a little dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised if this just outright kills me like other things have in this game. There's some burnt toast. We're gonna take everything in here. Crispy toast, burnt toast. Look at all of them. There's a whole bunch of burnt toast in the trash can. I'm definitely eating all of these. Coffee. Oh my goodness, there's toast. Slots and slots of toast. I love it. There's so much toast. It's just a giant toaster. That's hilarious. There's a super toast button. Do not touch. Okay, we're not going to touch that yet, but I suspect that's what we're doing soon. Is there any other clue? Just grab all the toast out of there, just in case it matters. Okay, all toast clear. I'll look behind all these things. Don't really see anything. Phase 1, it says. Let's turn those off. Missed a toast. Missed a whole section of toast. See, this is why we look at things carefully. Give me my toast. There's no other exit from this room. So, I suspect that this is the New Game Plus device. I also suspect that it's not going to force me into New Game Plus without giving me a chance to come back here. But here goes nothing. We're going to hit the button. Let's hold it. Let's hold the button. Point of no return. The thing you're about to do has big permanent consequences. If you have any unfinished business in the playthrough, please turn back. We're definitely turning back. There is one piece of unfinished business, but yeah, that's the whole new world looking there. All right, let's assume I found whatever I was supposed to find in here. Chances are we'll be back. Chances are we will be back. Does seem like there has to be a secret in here though, because like unless that just teleports you to, it's possible that it just teleports you to the other side through there and starts new game, but definitely looks like stuff in there to look at. Like, what are those?
Let's see what we can find.
What kind of interesting things that I have never seen before. Okay, assumption is that is a future toy to play with, not a current toy to play with. Let's head back up along this wall. See if there's anything else we want to do. I feel like maybe there's one more hole in here we're supposed to find. Maybe there's some You know what? I was just in there. The Scabby was going crazy. I didn't even realize it, did I? What are you trying to tell me, Scabby device? There's one on the chair here. How did I miss this? Like, I looked at every surface. How did I not look at that surface? Alright, well, we got it this time. I am clearly in observation overload in this chamber. Let's get out of here. Let's also make sure we're wearing fast slippers instead of flip-flops, and
Putting on some more
correct
art.
mutation, yes.
Aphid on the move.
Might have to fight some mosquitoes as we head this way. I'm not sure there's going to be any other hole in the wall here. There is some quartzite.
Light.
Just out here in the open.
The shadows and turn away the inky depths of the night.
So we will take that. There's also some nectar, which is always fun to find. I usually end up ignoring it, but there's probably some reason to have a stockpile of nectar. What was that? Science. I'm guessing up there? Maybe on one of these plants? Yep, sounds like it's over here. Oops, I fell. I hear it. There it is.
This is a lot easier than lab.
Alright, and no more over this way. Also, no other secret entrance into the wall back here, at least. Dodge those mosquitoes. There's no reason to pick a fight. We're here. We can probably pick a fight with this stuff, though.
Infected larva!
Okay, I'm starting to like the staff. There's the ladybug over that way. The only real threat other than the wolf spider of the infected creatures. Ah, and we unlocked Whittle Wizard mutation by shooting things with the staff, I think. Very nice. And it sounds like we also made a mosquito mat. Shoo! Fungal growth, no trinket. Maybe it's time to also chop all of the fungal creatures and see if they're dropping any fungus-related trinket items. Yeah, I'm not really sure it's worth it. Oh. Oops, sorry, red worker ant. I thought you were a fire ant. You're fine, though. Yeah,
Scrabble along, comrade.
we'll check later what comes out of all those things. Yeah, there's no secret hole up here. It doesn't look like that handle, walking up that handle would lead to anything interesting. But just in case, let's go up there really quick. I feel like I may have done this already. Yeah, it's possible that there's some sort of jumping puzzle here. But I don't think I'm capable of doing it if there is. sure why I'm getting ladybug parts. I feel like we need them for something that looks... Oh, that was a little close. These guys are still pretty dangerous explosions. Is that everybody? Quite. Nice. How was I doing with wall exploration here? I think we got pretty good. Let's go ahead and chop this and get those burrs. Want to do any building with burrs. Inventory full.
I'll taste
For long.
surprisingly not terrible.
Pays to collect burrs if we're going to do any building with them. What the heck? Oh, that's a stink bug. Also unexpected out here. I don't think we need stink bug parts, plus we're full, so we're not going to be able to pick anything up from him. Let's just leave him be. Burrs, however. Loving the burrs. Wow, that was a lot. Was it? It was quite a few. Okay, up here, yeah, there's a weird stone sticking out there, but still no hint. No hint of molars, no hint of scabby. So at least along this wall, it feels like we've found everything. Little pond here that we have to skirt around. Still nothing though, and that's it. That's pretty much the entire wall all the way to the climb. I should be picking up pebbles, but again, inventory full. So I guess we'll have to save those. Oh. That's enough of a jumping area. I should always be third person here.
Don't let that roly-poly roll into a ball.
And that's all she wrote. I think that completes our quest to complete the data set. Look at this. Everything except for one. Koi fish is finally peeped. Everything down here is peeped. That means we've got one more to find. What could it be?
I don't have a death wish!
Next episode, the goals are going to be to increase the coziness of High Ridge. We're going to do that by building it up. We're probably going to go and pick up the bricks that we used to defend the Jawmatic. Use those in the construction. I'm going to have to go dig out a bunch of clay. Going to have to go dig out a bunch of pebbles. We have good sources for both of those. And then build some walls, make it look nicer, build some of the conveniences of life. And then we'll be nice and cozy. And supposedly I get a buff if I'm cozy, so we're going to try to do that. We'll do that next time. Until then, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Consider leaving a like if you have been enjoying this video or others and you want to see more. Comments are always welcome, and if you're going to come back, why not subscribe to the channel? Till next time, this has been Corknut. Bye-bye.